I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
You know what I'm saying? All these experiences just readied me for life.
Usher has finally decided to bring Diddy to justice and spill everything about his experience at Puffy Flavors Camp. Right now, Hollywood is undergoing a significant shift, with celebrities trying to hold Diddy accountable for his crimes. Usher has stayed in the shadows for quite a while, but he possesses compelling evidence against his former mentor, which he didn't hesitate to reveal. So, apparently, many celebrities are planning to take Diddy down this year as they open up about his atrocities and criminal activities, and who knows the behind the scenes of Diddy's lifestyle better than his ex-protege Usher. After all, the man has spent the whole year with the music mogul under one roof and, as whispers say, in the same bed.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn.
Now, being a father himself, Usher swore to protect his own kid from folks like Sean Diddy Combs and the likes, and he's finally ready to reveal the darkest chapter of his life, a year of partying with Diddy where he had experienced all sorts of things. Back in the days, the ERB singer tried to hint at Puffy's crazy shenanigans. I went there to see the lifestyle, and I saw it, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild. Well, you all know that at the tender age of 14, Usher was sent to live and be mentored by Puff Diddy. And I guess you've all heard crazy stuff that people close to Diddy were telling about his bashes and lifestyle.
Stevie J, the Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man.
The initial idea of such a cringe-worthy experience was to plunge Usher into the hip-hop reality, and Diddy certainly did more than just mentorship, considering the wildest allegations that the rapper took his young protege to parties with adults and men, only clubs, and even started sharing a bed with him at some point. Apparently, Usher had his share of quite interesting experience with Diddy when he was flown to New York, and it left a huge mark on his mental health. I mean, even grown-ups are staying away from Diddy's parties, and you may remember how 50 Cent, one of the toughest guys in the music industry, revealed he would never set a foot in Diddy's house. The revelations about those infamous bashes are coming out from all sources, and everyone who had a chance to take a peek at what's happening at Diddy's are left with these impressions forever.
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop.
Considering all the rumors and allegations surrounding Diddy, he gave Usher the liberty to see and even do all the adult stuff like he was his equal. As Usher recalls, he wasn't disciplinary, he was letting me be a young man. It makes me wonder, did Usher's mom know what was going on? And if so, why did she choose to turn the blind eye and let Puff do whatever he wanted? It feels like he managed to convince Janetta in entrusting her teenage boy to a grown-up man and not to worry about anything. Yet Usher has now completely different intake on that.
It's a hard dynamic, especially if you come from an industry where you know what it takes.
Well, if you wonder what kind of things Usher has been exposed to when he was living with Diddy in his so-called Puffy Flavor Camp, let me tell you that Usher allegedly tasted all the vicious flavors in the industry, if you know what I mean. There is a story from rapper named Ed Lover who was negatively shocked when he entered a club and saw Usher in the VIP section drinking champagne right from the bottle. And let me remind you that the future Reed star didn't reach the legal age of doing all that stuff. Yeah, Diddy has always felt like no one can tell him what to do, and allowing a teenage boy drink adult beverages like this. I mean, this was just a beginning of Puff's atrocities.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Luckily for Usher, he was Puff's protege and not the enemy, because who knows what could have happened to him in this case. However, Usher seemed to have enjoyed his adult-like life, and when he was asked by a reporter what other liberties Diddy allowed him to do, the rapper simply said, "I want to save some stuff for my book one day." I'll put it this way. There was a lot of stuff. Let's hope that Usher won't be facing the same fate as Diddy's ex-wife Kim Porter, because every time someone from Puff's circle announced working on a tell-all book, well, guys, you know what happens with these people. And now, there's also a huge question about what could Diddy allegedly do to harm his friend Jamie Foxx, because the actor seemed to reveal some of the secret parties details without Puff's permission.
What happened was, I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing when we were in Philly one day.
As Usher collects his thoughts to reflect on his tumultuous journey growing up under Diddy's wing, one thing is clear. He's come a long way from the wide-eyed teenager, and many people are preparing for the most horrible revelations since Cassie. As one person commented, "So sad, too much for an adolescent to go through so much trauma. Every lasting impact." And another user added, "He was 13. What was his mother thinking? Disgusting, these parents should be held accountable and ashamed." But here's the thing, Usher is no longer alone in this journey. Some artists also shared their experience, which may be quite shameful to share. Shocking revelations from celebrities like Kessie, Justin Bieber, and even Diddy's ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, have ignited a firestorm of controversy around this man.
You know, because 9 times out of 10, you could tell by a man's eyes, and you don't want nobody to see your eyes and see what you're really about.
Usher's association with Diddy began when he was just 14 years old, unaware of the dark path ahead. Diddy wasted no time in signing him to Bad Boy Entertainment and moving him closer to himself. Apparently, his explosive facts are much awaited even in the industry. In recent months, a wave of celebrities has come forward with jaw-dropping stories about their encounters with rap mogul, sparking a frenzy across social media. But here's the thing. Usher's name surfaced again when the 5th lawsuit against the music mogul hit the headlines. And this time, coming from a man. Producer Roddy Jones also alleged in his suit that the rapper was preparing him to pass him off to his friends and engaging in serious illegal activity. A number of photos of parties at Combs' house were included in the suit. And apparently, this made Usher finally clean the dust from his own archives from Diddy's era and look at the things from a different angle.
I got a front row seat looking at that. One of the craziest experiences ever.
In the past, Usher recalled the surreal experience of rubbing shoulders with the elite at just 14 years old, attending events like Howard University's Homecoming and exclusive nightclubs like Club USA and the Super Club. While most kids his age were still figuring out how to talk to girls, Usher found himself surrounded by grown women and men, engaging in activities far beyond his maturity level. Usher's rollercoaster journey to stardom kicked off at a tender age under Puffy's mentorship was raising eyebrows for years. Little did Usher know the whirlwind of chaos he was about to be swept into when he inked that deal with Diddy's Bad Boy entertainment label.
What a life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old.
But even the darkest secrets eventually find their way to the light. Recent revelations from insiders like Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal shed light on the sinister underbelly of Diddy's empire, exposing a world of excess, coercion, and unspeakable acts. Just earlier this month, Gene spilled truth that Usher was denying for decades. Deal's accounts paint a disturbing picture of Diddy's exclusive gatherings, where the wealthy and well-connected indulge their wildest fantasies. These events, far from innocent soirees, are described as playgrounds for the rich and famous to engage in illegal activities.
They probably got a little bit more freakier, as time went on.
According to Deal, Usher also fell the victim to Diddy's crazy escapades and was even rushed to the hospital because of this. I know, and people know that was around in that time, that Puff Daddy and Usher did have a situation. And that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I'll let Usher explain that to y'all. I'll let Usher explain that to y'all. I'll let Usher tell that story. It clearly looks like Usher now regrets his involvement, and that's why, after his contract ended, he distanced himself from this type of lifestyle. Now, as insiders close to him share, he's ready to speak out against his former mentor, citing coercion and manipulation as driving forces behind his previous decisions to stay silent.
It's crazy. I just had to figure out how to focus on something else.
And let's not forget about another troubled child, Justin Bieber, who also had to taste what it felt like partying with Diddy. His sudden disappearance for 48 hours under Diddy's roof still raises eyebrows, with rumors swirling about the true nature of his stay. As one person commented, "Forget about a surviving R. Kelly. I want to see a surviving and escaping Diddy. There are too many victims over decades." And another user added, "His career was destroyed with Cassie's lawsuit. Where's the confusion? He's done for, and it was about damn time." As for Diddy, the clock is ticking and hopeful he'll face the music for his actions in breaking so many lives over decades. But folks, I want to know your opinion on this. Will justice be finally served, or will Diddy continue to use his power unchecked, leaving a trail of destruction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos